What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Pokemon Platinum. In the last episode, we completed the 5-maid challenge over at the Pokemon Mansion. Got ourselves an additional rare candy for our trouble and some more experience. Yoja is sitting right here at level 34, and while he is the highest level member of our team, at least next to Geist, I'm going to keep using him at the front of the party, at least until we can get him to level 35, and then we'll be using a rare candy to finally evolve the guy. Anyway, we were chasing this Team Galactic grunt all the way back to the Valor Lakefront. He kind of blew up the Great Marsh, and yeah, we can't let him get away with that, so... Oh, no, you're still on my tail. The lake's within sight. You leave me no choice. My Pokemon will KO you, he says, extremely exhausted. But hope for his Pokemon aren't exhausted. Not that that's going to matter, because Team Galactic grunts never really have Pokemon that are that big of an issue to begin with. So... let's do this thing. All right. I am just going to be throwing out some flame wheels here. Everybody is all nice and healed up now after our multiple episode escapade through Route 212. A really long optional area, but a good one nonetheless. Every single Pokemon game has those where you're just given this time to kind of go off on your own for a little while and farm experience and make your team really strong and whatnot. And I wanted to take advantage of that, even though it might not have been 100% necessary. But mainly because I wanted to get all of the items in that area. That's typically the stuff I don't like to leave behind the most, even if I do also have a habit of never leaving experience on the table. There we go. I can't battle anymore. I'm running on fumes. I have to give this to the commander. I wish I got to use it at the lake. Look at the slow motion walking. Why are we not just keeping up with him, though? Like, that doesn't make sense at all. Oh, hello. Long time no see. How is your Pokedex filling up? I came to research the folklore about the lake, but... well, it doesn't appear as if the lake is open to the public now. Have you heard the folklore about it? They say there is an island inside the lake. And inside that island is a mirage of a Pokemon. No one must enter the chamber of that Pokemon. Oh, that's right. I had to talk to you about something else. What do you got? Oh, hey, Barry. Hey, Don, where'd that Galactic-goon run off to? Huh? Is this your older sister? Oh, how flattering. No, she isn't? Oh, okay. That explosion in the Great Marsh, it wasn't anything serious. Mr. Rick told me to tell you that, but that Team Galactic, wow, are they out of control or what? Next time I see them, I'll teach them a lesson they won't forget. See you around. You love how he just takes off. He's your friend? He's more impatient than he is energetic, isn't he? So, getting back to what I started saying earlier, have you seen the group of Psyduck on Route 210? This is the area just north of Solaceon Town. Yes, that's right, by the cafe on Route 210. You've seen that group of Psyduck huddled with their heads in their, hands? Anyway, what you should do is use this medicine on the Psyduck. You're working on a Pokedex, so it would be worthwhile for you. And we obtained the secret potion! All right. Went on a big adventure with a Pokedex when I was younger. I hope you get to meet every kind of Pokemon there is to see. May help you with the secret of the Mirage Pokemon. See you later. Well, cool and all, but where's the grunt exactly at? Pokemon Lake won't come out if it senses people relying in ambush for it here. How the heck did he get away? Well, shoot, that means we need to get back to Solaceon Town somehow. But first, of course, I actually want to make a little bit of a detour. And what we're going to do is, instead of going straight on over to Solaceon Town, I'm actually going to go to Veilstone City. So I have a ton of money on me right now. Like, I'm talking... probably the richest I have ever been at this point in any Pokemon game. Like, I'm just packing money. Look at this thing. Look at this. 235,000 Poke. That is a lot of freaking Poke. And what I want to do is I actually want to head on over to the game corner, because I would very much like to get myself a really nice TM. But what TM I'm going to get is actually... well, I kind of want to actually look over that first before I make that sort of decision. Okay, so let me go over my thought process as quickly as I can here. First things first, these are the only 4 TMs that matter to me at all. Giga Impact is just too expensive to even be worth it. Gyro Ball is too niche case. A lot of these TMs aren't really worth it except for U-Turn, but that's also kind of niche and doesn't really play into the strengths of my team. I'm mostly focused on these 4: Flamethrower, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, and Psychic. All 4 of which can be obtained via normal means later in the game. Flamethrower is the most easy to access and also would only be good on my Monkey, which is more of a physical attacker than a special attacker, so I don't even want this move on it anyway. Thunderbolt is nice, but is also going to be the next most easy to obtain once we get access to a certain HM here pretty darn soon. And then we just have to double back and get it. It also isn't going to move the needle that much more on Geist over Shockwave, so I'm not like in a super big rush to get it, but I'll take it once I do have access to it. The 2 that I have the most reservations on are Ice Beam and Psychic, because both of these won't be got until we have access to the second to last HM in the game, which is around the time we fight the 7th gym. TM13 is actually pretty naturally gotten because it's accessible almost right when you get that HM. TM29 is actually in an area we've already been to, but we still need that HM, and then we need to double back to go get it. TM13 is obviously for my Gastrodon. TM29 is for my Bronzong. This is going to be a little bit more important for me, though, because Gastrodon is already going to be using its stab moves just fine to the best of its ability. To add a non-stab move is going to be nice coverage, but am I clamoring for it right now? No. That's going to be a little bit more important once we get into, like, the Elite Four, for instance. This, however, is a stab move for Bronzong, and spoiler alert, Bronzong has already learned its best psychic move that it can possibly get from leveling up, which is Extrasensory. It's a good move, but it's not as good as Psychic. So this is going to be my top priority, is getting access to that TM right there. If Shadow Ball were available as a TM like in a lot of previous games, that would have been my top choice, but it is not. So let's head on in here. And I am going to farm these off screen. Obviously, I'm not going to make you guys watch me buy a bazillion coins, but I will be right back when I am done. Okay, and 200,000 Poke later, we have enough coins to get ourselves this TM. A lot of people are probably going to be yelling at me, that's not cost effective at all. What are you thinking? I want this item. I want this item now, and I have so much money that I'm not really too concerned about it all that much. So TM29 is mine. There we go. We are back down to 70 coins. I will probably never come back here for the rest of the game, but why don't we take this TM and teach it to our Bronzong really quickly? So do that, and oh, I need to use Hyper Beam as well at some point too. So you can see Era is also able to, but I'm going to pass on that. Now, as far as Shadow Ball, because I was just talking about it a second ago, as far as that is concerned, and let's get rid of... Yeah, I think I'm just going to get rid of Extrasensory. As Extrasensory is nice, but I'll never be able to take advantage of the flinch because Gongong's already so slow. Obviously, if I get Trick Room going, that can be kind of nice, but I'd rather just have Psychic. It's just a lot better. Let's also use a few PP ups on that as well. I'll use 2 on it just so I can have even more uses out of it, because only 10 is not the best. But yeah, speaking of Shadow Ball, I'm going to end up using that on Geist when I get the TM, because only Era of the 2 ghost types is actually able to learn it by leveling up. So that is something I wanted to point out for anybody who was concerned about that. But okay, now we may continue. So let's head back on over to Solaceon Town. And now we can take care of those Psyduck that are blocking the way. But there we go. And back to also, again, we're still using Gyoja. I'm not going to be changing on that at all, not budging. But let's head north to Route 210. I need to use my bike here, though, to get on over that. There we go. We've already taken care of all the trainers over this way anyway. What's up, Psyduck? Psyduck are standing firm when they're inclined to move. Would you like to use the secret potion? Yes! Psyduck appeared to be cured of their chronic headache. Now, let's see. Are you guys going to get out of my way? Yeah, thank you. Oh, look at them all except for that guy. He seems to be going the wrong way. Off you go. And now we may continue, although Cynthia is right here with us. Oh, good. You used the secret potion I gave you. Psyduck are known to suffer from chronic headaches, but no one's been able to figure out what triggers the headaches. Oh, yes. Can I ask you a big favor? I want you to deliver this old charm to my grandma in Celestic Town. I know there are some rare Pokemon between here and Celestic Town, so it'll be worth your while to go. And there we go. We got ourselves the old charm. Not bad. I will take that. My grandma has this sort of bossy atmosphere about her. I think you'll recognize her right away. Yes, I'm sure you will. She's the elder of Celestic Town. And the location. Look on your town map. You can't miss it. Okay, I'm counting on you. See you again down the road. And now we may proceed. Okay, I think we've already gone over the new Pokemon that are in Route 210. If we haven't, the only one that's in here that we haven't been able to get so far is Swablu, which eventually evolves into Altaria. Being a dragon flying type, very good Pokemon. I would highly recommend if you can get your hands on it. I don't remember if there's actually any hidden items around here. I should probably just check just in case. There might be one there. Oh, nope, that's a trainer. There are definitely some hidden items around here. I probably should actually throw up the... there we go. Yeah, I should probably throw up the list that I have just in case. There's probably a couple. But yeah, very good Pokemon if you can get your hands on it. Very defensive-oriented, but still really, really strong. Can learn some very interesting moves. It's a good Pokemon. Cannot recommend it enough. Love Altaria. Big fan. But also, I mean, I guess if you want to get a Dragon type this early, I would say as far as its Dragon typing is concerned, it's not super great because it doesn't take advantage of that typing more than just from a defensive standpoint. But if you want a Pokemon that's very hard to take down, by all means, give it a shot. Okay, I think I can just get away with a Flame Wheel here. If I remember correctly, the only hidden items out here are like Ultra Balls and Hyper Potions anyway, which is good, but it's not exactly what I'm looking for. So, like, I'm not going to kill myself if I don't get every single hidden item around here. But let's take you out, and then we can just get back to fighting. Got a lot of ground to cover over the next few episodes, but we're back on track. No more optional stuff. This is all the direction we're supposed to be going after so many episodes over on Route 212. I'm sorry, I didn't mean for that part to take so long. It just kind of ended up turning out that way. Let's see. There you are. Okay, it's right. No, I was already looking at it. I walked onto the tile it's on. Or is it this one? There it is. Full heal. Okay, we'll take that. Not bad. There's also an item over here. Max Repel. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, now let me throw this out a couple more times. Maybe there's one next to this kid right here. One of the Ninja Trio being discovered. That means I need means battle. Okay, let's see. Are you... No, Fabian. All right, Krogunk. Probably just a lot of poison types from these three once we run into all of them, which is fine. But, like I said, we're getting pretty darn close to level 35 with Gyoja. And like I said, I think we have a couple rare candies on standby. Comes the Mud Bomb. That's going to hurt a fair bit, but it's a non-stab move, so it shouldn't be too much. That was actually more than I was expecting. Holy crap. We're all right. We're all right. Just knock it out. And I guess we'll see what the next Pokemon is. Might have to throw out a Moo Moo Milk here. Another Krogunk. Okay. I'm actually going to swap. Here. We're going to go on over to Gong for this. I really need to get back to using Helena, too. It has been a while since I have done that. There we go. Okay. It is Shudder, probably for good reason, because I am about to Psychic this thing, and there is absolutely no reason to use Trick Room when I'm just going to get a one-shot anyway. If this were a longer fight, that would be a little bit of a different story. There we go. Very nice move to have this early on in the game, and that's the main reason I wanted it. Okay, let me heal my monkey really quickly, and then we can proceed. All right, let's continue. Let me grab this item really quickly. We got ourselves a Hyper Potion. Not bad. I'm also... Okay, let's see. I'm going to look out for this kid here. Yep. The Ninja Trio. All right, last one in this area, and then we can continue on. I think there's one more item next to this trainer, but then, yeah, then we should be done. All right, Stunky. Shouldn't be too difficult, and this should be the one that pushes Gyoja over the edge into level 35, at least I think. Don't be using Feint. I'm not protecting nor detecting. What is wrong with you? Stunky has some pretty good, darn good defenses, so that's why I was able to actually withstand that into just the yellow. But down it goes. All right, is that enough? Yes, level 35. Beautiful. We are finally going to get ourselves an evolution here. I am excited. Okay, let's go into our bag and let's go use our rare candy. Elevated to level 36, and Gyoja wants to learn the move Close Combat. However, Gyoja already knows 4 moves. Should a move be deleted and replaced with Close Combat? Okay, so I'm actually going to probably do something a little bit controversial here. I am not going to learn Close Combat. Now, this move is extremely good and absolutely busted on Infernape because of the amount of damage it does. The thing is, well... You know, I wasn't originally going to learn this because I want to keep Brick Break, but you know what? I might just end up getting rid of Rock Tomb. I know that's probably, it messes with the type coverage a little bit, but the more I'm thinking about it, I want to keep Close Combat because it's so powerful. It's like what makes Gyoja what it is, and just it's like the crux of Infernape's strength. Yeah, you know what? I think I will get rid of Rock Tomb. I was originally not going to learn Close Combat because I really wanted to keep Brick Break for the number of uses, but it's better to just have a move like that in our back pocket. But here we go, our Monferno, after so long, since around the first gym, is finally evolving. Man, that took forever. Gyoja has evolved into Infernape. So awesome. Thank goodness, and about frickin' time, too. So that only leaves us with one Pokemon who isn't fully evolved, that, of course, being my Roselia, which honestly is not too far away now. Okay, so let me check this area really quickly. I was going to say, there's an item, like, right here. An Ultra Ball. We'll take it. Thank you very much. And now let's get the heck on out of the grass here and proceed. Okay, so I don't think there's any... Oh, there's this item right here, so let's grab that. Got ourselves a nest ball for catching Pokemon that are at a lower level than the Pokemon you're using to fight. I think it's actually level 35. Okay, so now we are in defog territory. I actually think this is a very good place to pause. So I kind of wanted to do this because I really wanted to push until I got Gyoja to finally evolve, but now is the perfect time to actually get rid of Gyoja for the time being. I'm going to go put him back in the PC, and what we're going to do is we're going to go and grab our Staravia, and that is going to take care of the defogging and flying for the time being. So for now, we're going to call this an episode, guys. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this episode very, very much, and I will see you all in the next one.